Yes, so we have with us today Dr. Phil Arandia. Dr. Phil Arandia is a clinical psychologist, clinical consultant, assessment specialist, and spoken word poet, and an educator. He is an active member of the International Society of Counseling, Psychology, and Education. He has been doing clinical work for almost 7 years and has dealt with neurodevelopmental disorders, including sleep disorders. He is also a part-time lecturer in the University of Philippines, Diliman, and has facilitated various workshops about mental health in different public and private institutions. During his spare time, he also participates in local spoken word poetry events and is a resident member of Tahana, a spoken poetry collective. Dr. Phil, you're going to have to give us some poetry, I think. So without further ado, thank you. Let's all welcome to the front Dr. Phil Arandia. I think he might be taking a washroom break. We'll just wait for him to return. I saw him kanina, so I know he's here. There he is. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Dr. Phil.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. I'm sorry, I was in the doctor's sleep area. Okay, so I think our CEO reminded us that in fact, 1/3 of our lives is basically being done in natural. So we sleep 1/3 of our lives. Okay, Dr. Sleep, as I was looking around, okay, basically promises 3 things. Okay, comfort, health. What was the other one? Comfort, health. But anyway, you have to understand that when we talk about sleep, it is associated and it has a relationship with our mental health and with our productivity. There was a study on, there's an experimental study on total sleep deprivation with rats. And after 3 days, these rats died. Okay? When they do like a post-mortem with these rats, they saw inflammation in important parts of the body. So meaning, when we have sleep deprivation, when we don't sleep, adults is actually expected to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day per night. Okay? Because this is the time wherein there would be muscle repair, there would be hormones, okay, that we would need when we wake up, okay? And in fact, we need to sleep from about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. because this is actually the time wherein our internal organs refresh and repair itself. Okay? So you have to ask yourself, am I sleeping well? Okay? I have been seeing patients in the clinic. But sometimes, okay, we need to actually partner with sleep clinics like St. Luke's, Medical City, okay? Because we needed to overhaul even the room and provide a very good, comfortable bed for them so that they can sleep. In fact, okay, one of the salient features of most mental disorders is sleeplessness. So you see, okay, so you see sleep and mental health has as an association, okay? We have to look at mental health in a holistic manner. It's not just about psychological, mental, but it's also about physiological or our body. So there's a body-mind connection working on there. Okay, are you with me? Okay, so please, especially for most of us, please sleep at 10 p.m. Okay, that's very important. Don't ever skip that window period of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. because that's where our internal organs are refreshing itself, repairing itself. Okay, and I think this product, the BIA, okay, will be helpful not just to provide comfort for us, but also to assure that we have a good quality sleep. Okay, so important kasi yan when we sleep, there's a cycle that's what you call circadian rhythm, but it's actually just a sleep cycle. Okay, and again, how many hours do we need to sleep again? 8 hours, and then what time do we need to sleep?
10
10 to
2 a.m.
Yes,
2 a.m.
okay. But basically, we have to have that 8 hours of sleep. Okay, what else do I need to talk about sleep? So aside from that mental health, productivity, because sleep also brings about for memory consolidation. So you see, it is very important that there's a stage in the sleep which we call rapid eye movement stage, where this is the time wherein we dream. Okay? And dreaming is important so that we can consolidate the memories that happen to us all throughout the day. Okay? So if you, for example, you have watched Inside Out. You remember Inside Out? There was that part there wherein they're consolidating the memories, okay, all throughout the day. That's what happens when we sleep. Okay? So it is very important to consolidate those memories. So when the time we wake up, okay, we will have more energy, more concentration, and in other words, there will be an increased productivity. Okay? So for example, some patients that we had who had anxiety disorder and depressive disorder, one of the things that the medication would let them do, okay, is to sleep. Okay? That's why meron silang mga medicine for sleep, no? Because they really need sleep. Okay? Because so it's not just mental, but it's really more on physical. Because that's how we would have that recalibration of our physical processes inside our body. Okay? And so with that, we are very excited for this product because again, it doesn't just promises comfort, it also promises health. Okay? And so with that, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you today.
Thank you, Dr. Philip, for those insightful words. Let's give him a round of applause.